Hi, welcome to Koggle Business Training. This training is brought to you by the Online Mastery Academy. My name is Dor Basiafon and I'm going to be guiding you through this training. First of all, what do we mean by Koggle Business Training? Now, I want you to understand that at the end of this training, you should be able to know, have the knowledge, the idea, the insight on how to use Koggle to grow, scale your business. Okay, you should be able to know how to use Koggle to get new clients, new customers, even new jobs. You should be able to know how to use Koggle to make more sales, right? You should be able to know how to use the several tools that Koggle have to promote your business. Koggle is one of the biggest tech company in the world, right? And as a fact, Koggle actually processes about 8.5 billion searches every single day and over 2 trillion global searches per year. What this means is that every single day, people are using Koggle search engine to look for information relating to things that they need. And when people go to Koggle, they are searching for something that they need. And a good number of these searches has to do with products and services that people offer as a business. Let me give you a typical scenario, okay? What I'm saying in essence is this. Let's say I go to Koggle and I wanted to buy a phone, right? So what I would simply do, I would say buy phone, or I can just say phone store near me, right? Phone store, or in Lagos, okay? Let's say maybe I'm in Lagos, just say phone store in Lagos, right? That's like a very basic search. Now look at the result I'm having. I just search for phone store in Lagos. So it's up to me to now say, okay, this guy here sells phone in Lagos, right? Location here is 10 Saka Tinubu Street. Okay, maybe the distance is too far for me and I can't get the distance is too far. So let me try this other one. Okay, this one is located at 6 Olayeni Street, Ikeja. Okay, Computer Village. I can say, okay, fine. Let me pick this guy's number. Now this is even the contact of the guy selling the phone, right? Right now I can get this number right here, call the seller of this phone, right? I will just call whoever is selling this phone now and ask, hello, do you have iPhone 13 Pro Max or do you have iPhone 14 Pro Max? Okay, what's the price, right? What's the price? How much are you selling your iPhone 14? The person will tell me the price. I will now say, oh, your price is very expensive. I'll get back to you. I'll then come over here and check this other guy. Okay, compare the price. Hello, do you have iPhone 13 Pro Max? That's from Oga. I'll just check from Oga Basi phone because I've already checked from Chris. Maybe Chris' price was too much. I'll now check from Oga Basi. What's the price? Okay, I will now compare the price. Maybe I will now find out that the price that Chris Communication gave me is cheaper than the price that Oga Basi phone store gave me. Then I would now decide on which one to buy from, right? This is how powerful Koggle tools is. Now, a lot of people, you need to understand this if you do not already know about this tool. A lot of people that buy online these days, okay, actually does this. And by the way, today, majority of transactions are done online. People actually buy online. And a lot of people, me included, right? Me, for example, most times before I buy, I do what we call market survey. I try to go online to check what I'm buying. I can read reviews of what I'm buying. I can review the company I'm buying from. I can compare price like what I just explained now. Compare one or two prices to know, okay, this one is trying to rip me off. This price is better than the other one. Then I can make a buying decision. At the end of the day, money is going to leave my pocket and go to one of these guys selling this product, right? That's what we mean by Koggle Business Profile, okay? Now, this training is going to explain to you several tools, and what I just showed you is just one of Koggle tools. Just one. Koggle, like I said, is one of the most powerful tech companies in the world, one of the biggest tech companies in the world. You can't be using a smartphone and you say that you don't know Koggle, but the question is, a lot of people are not using the different tools that Koggle has put in place to better business. I've discovered that recently people are mostly using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and the rest, but they are leaving money on the table. By not making good use of Koggle business tools. Okay, so when we talk about Koggle business tools, primarily we are actually talking about so many tools, not just one, not just two. So I'm going to show you a list of how many Google tools are there. If you check this icon right here, you would see so many Google business tools. You can check more from Google. Okay, helpful product built with you in mind. Google have you in mind, right? Google have you in mind. They want you to use their product to grow and promote your business. So if you take a look at this, these are so many different products that Google has. A lot and a lot of them. Like is plenty, right? Is plenty. But today we are going to be focusing on the ones that you should and must use. And the first tools we're going to be talking about is actually Google Business Profile, right? So I just explained slightly what Google Business Profile is a few minutes ago, and I'm going to do that again real quick in a different scenario. Now, I use phone, for example, to do the first case. Now, let's assume that you are selling, let's assume that, okay, the first one was a product. So let's assume a service now. I can say best hairdressing salon, okay, hairdressing salon in Abuja, right? Maybe I'm in Abuja now and I want to know which hairdressing salon should I go and make my hair. Now, I'm actually assuming maybe I was a female, something like that, right? Now, if you take a look at these are people's hairdressing salon. The locations are there. You can see reviews that people are giving. I'm going to open one of these, right? Evolution Natural Hair. This is someone's business right here, and you can see reviews. This one says best salon for all natural hairstyle, friendly stylist, expert AK, and great ambience. So many reviews are coming in. So many people are saying something about this business. And if you take a look at this is their phone number here, right? You can just copy this, call them. The location is here. This is the address of where the business is located. Now, if I was in Abuja and I wanted to get the best hair possible, what do you think I would do? I go to Google, I search for this, assuming, okay, and search for this, and with the kind of good reviews I'm seeing right here, I'll be like, okay, these people have used this service and they have been happy with their service. Okay, so what I'll just do, maybe I will call the number, confirm the location, confirm when they are opening, and then I would get there. At the end of the day, it's going to end with what? My money leaving my pocket and going to them. Right? This is how powerful Google Business is. Now, if you check on more places, you can see that there are so many other businesses here. Now, the question is your business optimized for this? Have you done this for your own business? There are so many people's businesses out here, right? So many people businesses out here. The question is, have you done it for your own business? Okay, if someone should search your business on Google, what are they going to see? Are they going to see a result like this, right? So another thing you should know about Google Business listing is that, first of all, as a business, if your business is on Google listing, it gives you exposure, number one. Number two, it builds trust with your client, right? It builds trust because someone can easily come over there, take a look at the reviews that you have. That's number two. Number three, it gives you that professional look. It makes you look professional. And then, most importantly, it will bring you sales, right? Now, next line of action is, even if your business is up there, is it something that can easily be found? Even if you've already uploaded your business to Google Business Profile, is it going to pop up? If you take a look at this, there are so many businesses out here, like so many of them. But when you make a search, you just see the few ones that comes the first, okay, like maybe the first 10. So if your business is on Google Business Profile and someone should search for the product or service that you offer, are you going to be among the first 10 results? That's another question you should ask yourself. A very important question to consider. Why? I'm saying this because the first 10 results most likely will get a good number of, traffic that comes in. A good number of the customers that search for this will patronize the first 10 results. And the first 10 result actually varies based on the search query. So it's kind of an entire game on its own. Something called search engine optimization. It varies based on what? The search query, which we will explain as we get really deep inside of this. I've done this for phone. I've done for A. You know that this can actually work for any business. I can do this right here for clothing. Just say best clothing shop near me. I can just check near me. Google is going to use my location to know where I am, right? And then put the best clothing shops that are near me. Now, At the lower scale, if you want to think about this on the lower scale, you can just say this is within Nigeria and the rest, but that's not it. Where the real gold mine is that I can actually check for best clothing shops in the United States, right? In United States. Now, if I check for best clothing shops in USA, I don't need the sponsored ads coming in. You can take a look at the results right here. These are the clothing shops we have in the United States, right? I can even check it based on the state. I can check for California, I can check for Los Angeles, I can check for Delaware, any other state in the US, right? Now, what this does is a lot of you run businesses that you can sell to other businesses. Okay, we're going to get there as we get further, but I want you to understand that this is an entire powerful tool on its own, right? And we will get there as we proceed. Okay, and that's where the real money is, right? Now, for those of you that wants to know, if you want to confirm if your business is there on Koggle or not, all you simply need to do will be to input your business name on Koggle. For me, I'm just going to check the Online Mastery Academy, which is my business name. Okay, so if you take a look at this, you can see my business popping up right here, the Online Mastery Academy, and I've had about 27,000 customer interaction. Now, what you need to understand is what that data means is that about 27,000 people have actually interacted with my business from Koggle Business Profile. These are not people that comes from social media ads, not people that comes from YouTube, not from anywhere. These are people that has been able to find my business simply by a search, simply by using Koggle search engine, right? So if I check the performance of that, what I'm gonna see is the overall overview. These are total business interactions. So I'm going to be checking the calls. So for calls, I have 372 total people that have called me. And by the way, this is in the last 6 months. Okay, let me do the math. This is in the last 6 months. That's from April 2024 to September 2024. So if I do the math, it's going to be like 372 divided by 6. That's about 62 people actually reach out to me every month. So on average, about 60 people reach out to me from Koggle business listing, okay, every single month, and about 2 people a day. That's an average. But then there are days it goes to like 5 people. There are days that no one does. So the loss of averaging actually plays a role here. But the overall thing is that in the last 6 months, I've been able to have about 372 people talk to me, coming from Koggle Business Profile. And for the website clicks, I've been able to have about 15,000 people actually visiting my site, right? About 15,000 people actually visiting my site coming from Koggle. So this is actually the power of Koggle, and if it works for one business, it can always work for the other one. So now I believe that you understand the true power of Koggle Business Profile and what Koggle Business Profile really means. So Koggle Business Profile in essence has to do with you telling Koggle that your business exists, and telling Koggle, just in case someone comes to your search engine to search for the product or services that I offer, then you can always recommend me. Koggle is going to recommend you to that person to buy from you. Koggle is going to get your phone number, your email address, your physical address, the product that you sell, the hours that you would be open, and whenever someone make a search for something similar to your product and service, Koggle is actually going to recommend your business. That's the power of Koggle Business Profile. Now, next thing we're going to be looking at is the $300 free Koggle Ads credit. So a lot of you do not know, but when you create a Koggle Business Profile, you have a chance to get $300 to promote your business, right? Free $300 to promote your business. When you have a Koggle Business Profile, when you've created your Koggle Business Profile and your Koggle Ads account, Koggle actually offer this, right? $300 in advertisement credit to promote your business. Now, by the way, the money can't be withdrawn. Before you start thinking you can just withdraw the money, no. It comes with a T and C, that's terms and condition. And one of them is that you can actually only use it to run ads on Koggle, promoting your business to reach as much people as possible, right? This is something that Facebook hardly gives. Now, the next thing we're going to be looking at is Google Jobs. Okay, I've told you how to put your business out there and the Google business profile of a thing. I've shown you the power of it and what it can do for your business. Then the next thing we're going to be looking at is Google Jobs. Okay, now sometimes people talk about trying to apply for jobs and this and that. Now, first thing you need to understand is there are so many places that you can actually get jobs, right? Like LinkedIn, Upwork, Fiverr, Glassdoor, a lot of them, Jobberman and the rest. Now, the general rule of thumb is that all of these platforms are actually independent, but Google on its own is able to filter out jobs from all these platforms and present to you on a more clearer data. For example, if I should get to Google right now and search for graphic design jobs, okay, I can just say graphic design jobs or remote jobs, okay, because it has to be remote. Now take a look at this. So many results, 66 more jobs. So these are so many graphic design jobs. This one was posted 12 hours ago. This one was posted, like so many of them. Google is pulling this data out from different sources. This one was posted 2 hours ago, right? So this is the power of Google, right? Really, this is the power of Google. So a lot of you actually talks about trying to get jobs and this, but then have you considered doing this? If you're someone that have a skill, consider using Google. Google is pulling out all this data from trusted sites that have made a job post. All you need to do is apply for them. Let me just apply for the first one. So this is for US based brand. So I'm going to click on this right here. You can see you apply on LinkedIn. Okay. So if I click on that icon, it's going to take me to where to apply directly on LinkedIn. That's how powerful Google is. Now, apart from graphic design job, by the way, there are several other jobs that you can search for. It could be writing job. Maybe you can write. So if you're someone that knows how to write very well, you can just check writing remote jobs or remote jobs for writer, anyhow you want to put it. Okay, remote jobs for writing, anyhow you want to put it, Google will understand. Okay, now you're going to put it, Google understands. So these are remote jobs that has to do with writing, and it's a lot. These are new. Okay, all the ones that are marked new are actually like new, like really new, right? So all you need to do is look for the ones that have the marked new icon, then go ahead and check it out, right? So that's one other way to use Google. If you're trying to get jobs, if you're trying to get gig, consider Google. Google is literally more powerful than we ever give it credit for. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is what I call client acquisition, and this particular steps right here is going to be very interesting. So for example, apart from being the founder of the Online Mastery Academy, I am also a web developer. That's my skill. And I also do search engine optimization. That is my skill. And by the way, I can do graphics, but I just don't like doing it, right? It doesn't give me joy doing it. Okay. But then it's a very nice skill. I know how much I pay my graphic designer. I pay a lot for that skill, but I just don't like doing it because I'm already caught up with search engine optimization. I'm already caught up with web development, okay, and email marketing and the rest. But then client acquisition, if you have any of the skill listed here, by the way, these are some of the easiest skills to learn, right? Virtual assistance is an easy skill to learn. Data entry is an easy skill to learn, right? If you have any of this easy skill, that's when this guy can actually work for you. It can also work in terms of, product, but I'm not going to be looking at that today. I'm going to be looking at skill, right? So if you have any of this easy skill, you can do virtual design, if you can do data entry, if you can do graphic design, if you can do web design, if you have any of the skill, content writing, customer service representative, transcriptionist, and a lot of them, but I've just listed 7. If you have any of these skills, then what I'm going to be showing you next will be very beneficial to you. I'm going to use graphic design as a case study. So if you are a graphic designer, if you know how to design graphics. Now, by the way, when I talk about designing graphics, there are so many types of graphic designers. We have UI UX designers, we have motion graphics, we have animation graphics, we have the normal posters, logo, branding. Is a broad niche, right? It's a broad niche, but anyone that you can do is perfectly fine. So what I'm going to be showing you is a simple blueprint on how you can make somewhere around 500,000 naira every single month simply by offering your skill for money. So primarily what you need to do is to go through a process called client acquisition. Now you need to understand, what does your client need? First of all, ask yourself the question. I've shown you Google Business Profile. You have easy access to as much businesses as possible. So ask yourself, what service can I render, okay, to other people's business? How can, think about a skill here and then think about the business that needs that skill. Now, for example, I'm going to give you a typical example. Almost every single business will need a graphic designer no matter what, right? Every single business needs a graphic designer. That's true. And nearly every single business will need a web designer. Nearly every single business can go with data entry, right? And a lot of businesses will need content writing. Then for customer service representative, these are mainly for business that are, big. I'm going to use graphic design to show you a typical example of what I'm saying. So if I wanted to get jobs for graphic design, what will I do? Let's say you wanted to make 500,000 as a graphic designer every single month. What are you going to be doing? Now, what you need to actually do is to look for clients that can actually pay you that amount of money, right? And if you are living in a third world country or in a developing country like the West like to put it, then you understand that you would actually get a client, like one client that pays you that much. So what you're going to need to do will be to do your math. You need to understand how this works. So how does this actually works? To earn, you need to just write this, to earn 500 every month. Okay, what can you do? You can get one client to pay you that amount of money. No, not realistic. So you will need at least 3 people to actually pay you that. So if you can get 3 clients, okay, 3 clients to pay you $100 every single month, right? Get 3 clients to pay you $100 every month, then that would equal to $300, right? So if you can get $300, this is primarily 300 times, at current exchange rate should be 300 times 1,650, or let's go with 1,600. So 300 times 1,600 is actually equals to 4,800, right? So that's actually how you get the math done. Okay, so somewhere around this amount. So what you actually need to do would be to get like 3 clients to pay you $100 each. Now, to actually get that done, what you will have to do would be to get this kind of client. Like I explained, to get this kind of client is not something you can easily get within this part of the world, right? So to actually get that done easily, you would need to reach out to people that live in a country where such price can be paid. For example, if you check countries like United States, for example, to do graphic design job for $100 a month in the United States is actually cheap labor. It's considered cheap labor. What does that mean? This means that you are actually undercharging, right? You are charging very little. $100 is like you charging the least, the bare minimum for that job. So if you can get 3 of them, right, you can actually make that volume of money. I'm considering Nigeria, for example, easily, just 3 jobs. So how can you get the jobs is the question. You would want to know, how can I get those jobs? Now, for you to get those jobs, you would need to do what we call client acquisition. So here's how it works. You get to your Google, you make a search for an Gmail. Just put this quotation mark here at Gmail. Put this quotation mark here. Look for a niche. This can be any niche, but I'm going to look at real estate, for example, because real estate is one of the niche I know that will need graphic design job. Then put a location. I'm going to use California, right? Then make a search. So I've made a search for this, and this is the first result I'm seeing. This is an email address, okay, of a real estate company in California, right? Now scroll down. This is another realtor in California. This is the email address. Scroll down again. This is another realtor in California, email address. So I'm trying to fetch out email address of people that are into real estate in California, okay? And all you need to do will be to reach out to them. Hi, for example, I have an online CV that showcases my skills, the things I've done, right? My journey, that shows all the projects that I have worked on. It shows my previous project, right, in the last 6 months. It also shows my experience, Okay, it explains the things I've been able to do over the years, like a timeline, right? It also shows the brands that I have worked with. So whenever I try to get a new job, whenever I try to apply for a new contract, a new client or something like that, what I normally do is I just send them the link to this my CV and they get to take a look at that. Now, this is something that you also need to have. So if you're going to be pitching for jobs, you're going to be trying to do the client acquisition, you're going to be trying to, get jobs remotely, internationally, then you need to look professional. Okay. What this does is that it gives your potential client easy access to see what you've done. It makes you look more professional. It shows them your skills. It shows them the things that you've previously done. It allows them to assess you easily. And also it looks very professional. It makes them to know that, okay, this particular guy is serious. Right. So this is one other thing that you need to have, because some of them actually care about this. They want to know what you have done and what you can do for them. Right. So this is also one of the things that you will be learning in the masterclass. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to set this up for you, how to build your own online CV, how to design it. And we are also going to offer you first-hand assistance. This means that if in the process of setting all of this up, you encounter any issue, all you need to do if you encounter any challenges is to reach out to my team and we would be more than willing to assist you, right? You can clearly see their email addresses here, okay? So you need to come up with a very compelling email copy, a very compelling message. The headline, the title, the message should be very compelling, right? You need to tell them what you can do for their company and why they should hire you, why they should pay you that amount of money, right? And by the way, like I said, is the money you're actually requesting in this scenario is very little compared to what they would have paid if they were hiring someone in their country. Okay, that's the primary reason why they would consider your country. But you need to look authentic. You need to sound real, genuine, so that you don't come up looking like a scam or something. And you also need to have a portfolio, kind of a portfolio that showcases what you've previously done regarding to this, because that is what they're going to take a look at and be like, okay, fine, I can use this service. And then they would literally patronize you, right? Now, you also need to understand that you don't reach out to 1, 2, or 3. You need to reach out to as many of these businesses as possible. So if you want to get access to a step-by-step process on how this is done, right? Practically on how I'm personally being able to do this, okay? Majority of the clients I work for are in Germany, Netherlands, and the United States. Now, the masterclass is going to explain to you how to set up your Google business profile, how to optimize it in such a way that you should be able to get thousands of people coming to you through your Google business profile. It's also going to explain to you how to get access to Google $300 advertisement credit, okay? Google $300 advertisement credit, okay? It's also going to be explaining to you how to power up your CV if you want to get a job. Hi, for example, I have an online CV that showcases my skills, the things I've done, right? My journey that shows all the projects that I have worked on. It shows my previous project, right? In the last 6 months. It also shows my experience. Okay, it explains the things I've been able to do over the years, like a timeline, right? It also shows the brands that I have worked with. So whenever I try to get a new job, whenever I try to apply for a new contract, a new client or something like that, what I normally do is I just send them the link to this my CV and they get to take a look at that. Now, this is something that you also need to have. So if you're going to be pitching for jobs, you're going to be trying to do the client acquisition, you're going to be trying to, get jobs remotely, internationally, then you need to look professional. Okay. What this does is that it gives your potential client easy access to see what you've done. It makes you look more professional. It shows them your skills. It shows them the things that you've previously done. It allows them to assess you easily. And also it looks very professional. It makes them to know that, okay, this particular guy is serious, right? So this is one other thing that you need to have, because some of them actually care about this. They want to know what you have done and what you can do for them, right? So this is also one of the things that you will be learning in the masterclass. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to set this up for you, how to build your own online CV, how to design it, and we are also going to offer you first-hand assistance. This means that if in the process of setting all of this up, you encounter any issue, all you need to do if you encounter any challenges is to reach out to my team, and we would be more than willing to assist you. Right, how to use Kaggle and apply for jobs, and what to do before you apply for this job. And I'm also going to be showing you how to go about client acquisition step by step. It's a step-by-step process. I'm going to show you the exact message to send, how to get emails in bulk from Kaggle, how to send bulk emails to them without getting your email into the spam folder. Because let's be real here, if you do not do it properly, your emails are going to end up in the spam folder, and your ideal clients may never get to read those emails. So you want to make sure that you send the email to them straight to their inbox. They should be able to read it, and the law of average actually works here. Okay, the laws of average actually works here. The law of average says the more people you reach out to, the higher the chance that you would learn or get whatever it is that you need. Okay, so the more people you reach out to in marketing, the higher your chance of success. You're going to reach out to a lot of them, thousands of them in your niche, okay, and then improve upon with time. Then definitely you should be able to get jobs. You should be able to get clients that gives you the job. You should also optimize your business, okay, on Kaggle, to make sure that when someone goes online to search for something you sell, your product, your service, or anything that you offer, your business should always come up. You should be able to do that, because if you're not doing that already, then you are actually missing out. The masterclass for this training is just $10. That's about 15,000 Naira. Okay, so if you want to enroll on the masterclass, click on the link around this video, or you reach out to me and get enrolled. Okay, I'll see you guys on the inside.